Oh, I had my mic muted. Haha, haha. Good morning. Rising 2025. Rising Attendant. In looking to the past, we take solace in the present and think of what the future may hold. That is the very essence of the Rising. This year, we have prepared a spectacular fireworks celebration. It is sure to enthrall everyone in attendance. The Rising is a period of remembrance that commemorates those lives that were lost during the great tragedy that was the calamity. We also pay tribute to the unsung heroes who risked life and limb that others might know a brighter future. And so the streets are decorated with somber trappings, and the night sky is filled with vibrant fireworks. May the solemn atmosphere and bright lights above spur us to reflect on the doom portended by Dalamud, that we might give thanks for the present and muster hope for a brighter tomorrow. Usually I can ask them questions. Oh, cool. I can restock. I've not spent many. An adventurous ambition. The wandering minstrel is in search of inspiration. Wandering minstrel. Well now, if it isn't my adventurer friend Evray, it could only be a blessing from the navigator that we should meet again here and now. You see, I have been struggling to find inspiration for a new song to perform this rising. I have a mind to speak with the locals for their tales, for which I could use your able assistance. Might you be willing to accompany me? I am truly grateful. During the Rising, we remember those we lost in the calamity, even as we turn our attention to a brighter future. It is my hope to hear a tale that inspires one and all to look forward. Now then, there is no better place for talk in Limsa Laminsa than the Drowning Wench. Let us first seek out the barkeep, Battaron, and see if he has aught of interest to share. Oh, come on, what's the harm? Battaron. What's the harm? You'll get yourself killed, that's the harm. I ain't letting one so young sign up. Why do you want to become an adventurer so badly anyway? Cha? What a weird name, Roots Cha. Let's just call him Cha, because I'm sure the R is probably silent. Oh. Her? It's a little girl, I think. There's this place I need to go to. The problem is, the Yellow Jackets won't let a child leave the city alone. But if I was an adventurer, I'd be responsible for myself. I could go wherever I please, whenever I please. So please, let me sign up. Battaron. It ain't that simple, lass. I've got a responsibility to those I sign up. If I let someone what's clearly unprepared head out there and they end up hurt or worse, I wouldn't be able to live it down. And don't even get me started on the damage it caused the guild's reputation. So you can forget about signing up till you're older. Much older. Cha. But it has to be now, during the Rising. Why do you have to be so responsible? Baderon. It comes with age, lass. Now, run along and get yourself home. What a smirk. Wandering minstrel. Is everything well? Baderon. Aye. Sorry you had to say that. The little cub's bent on becoming an adventurer. But I said no and sent her on her way. The jobby. Still, I can't help but worry. She doesn't strike me as the sort to give up easily. Baderon. True that. Wouldn't surprise me a whit if she tried to sneak out anyway. I hate to impose, but do you reckon you could keep an eye on Char? I do it myself, but I can't up and leave the tavern. Wandering minstrel. The timing of the rising seemed to be of the essence to the little one. Intriguing, would you not agree? Let us ask her about that. Baderon. I'm in your debt. Now, the nearest city's exit is the Tempest Gate, over by the Aft Castle. I suggest you begin by talking to Clindrel, the sentry yonder. Aye. Wait, let me go back. Baderon. I'd forgotten how right stubborn younglings can be. The gates are watched, so I don't think shall come to harm, but I feel better knowing you're keeping an eye on her too. Was the jobby? Laments and children are a boisterous lot, to put it mildly. Forbid them from doing something, and you all but guarantee that they will do it. I'm kind of surprised they even bothered to give them flavor text. They've been kind of lazy lately, these devs. Wandering minstrel. The Yellow Jackets keep constant watch at every city gate. If Char has come through, they will surely have seen her. Clindrel. The lowlands of Lanosia await you on the other side of the Tempest Gate. At Baderon's behest, you say? As it happens, a girl of that description did come through just a moment ago. She was at the heels of a Mikote peddler, so at a glance one might think them parent and child. But the way she kept stealing glances behind her made me suspicious. So I alerted my comrade Ayoyo outside, and I expect she stopped the little one for questioning. If you're worried, you should seek her out. Wandering minstrel. Our thanks for the information. We shall find your comrade at once. Ayoyo. She was from the event last year. Clindrel. The lowlands of Lanosia await you on the other side of the Tempest Gate. If the Zephyr Gate is the sweet breath of the gods, then I suppose the Tempest Gate is the violent wind from the other end. Gross. The ass. The fart out of the ass. Wandering minstrel. 'Tis well the yellow jackets noticed her ere she had gotten far. Cha. Damn it, they saw straight through my disguise. Hello. Ayo-yo. Well now, if it ain't the good minstrel and our kindly helper. Pleasure to see the two of ye again. What brings ye here today? So Baron sent ye after the little one. I was just about to ask her what she's up to. Cha, was it, dearie? Even without others telling ye, you ought to know it's dangerous out here. What is it that you want to do so badly? You'd risk your life like this. Cha, there's something that I need to see. It doesn't matter if it's dangerous. I have to go. Wandering minstrel. We understand that you have your reasons, Cha. Even so, we cannot in good conscience allow you to wander the wilds alone. So here I would make a proposal. Rather than becoming an adventurer, why not employ the service of one? With a dependable adventurer at your side, you would be able to reach your destination safely. This, I believe, is your best option. Sure. But I don't have any money. And what adventurer would want to help a child anyway? Wondering minstrel. Why, our friend here, of course. What will you say? You can count on me. As long as I get paid. If you're happy with this humble vagrant. Humble vagrant. It's too pretentious. Let's just go with the default vanilla. You can count on me. Wandering minstrel. I shall be glad to provide a suitable recompense in Cha's stead, while a part of me hopes that this will lead to inspiration for a song. Above all, I feel compelled to lend a helping hand. Cha, you'll really help me? Oh, thank you so much. Yo-yo, I'm glad it worked out for you, but as a client, there's something you need to bear in mind. That is, you've got to give the adventurer your trust. Be honest with what exactly it is you need, and he'll be able to help ye all the better. Cha. The place I want to go to is a lighthouse here in Lower Lenosia. It's named for one of the 12. I heard a rumor from a kid in town, you see. He told me that ghosts appear there during the rising. They're supposedly lighthouse keepers who died in the calamity, and they spirit children away to the realm of the dead. But that's gotta be nonsense, and I want to prove it. A yo-yo. Of the two lighthouses in the area, Oshon's torch is the only one civilians can still get to. Don't recall hearing nothing about ghosts though. I can't help but be curious, so I'll come along. Having a yellow jacket with you ought to make things easier, I reckon. That's outside of a skirmish anyway. Being a cannoneer, I'm more at home blasting things from a distance. If we run into angry fiends on the road, they're all yours. As I said, I'd never heard about ghosts appearing at the lighthouse. Wonder why Char's so interested in them. Wandering Minstrel. If young Char is heading to Oshon's torch, then someone should report as much to Bedaron. Char. So, what's your name, adventurer? Avery Ornstein. Avery Ornstein. I'll remember that. Thank you so much for helping me. We'll go to Oshon's torch, and we'll see if the rumor about the ghost is true. A light that ever burns. Char is champing at the bit to set forth. Char, are you ready to go, Avery? Wandering Minstrel. As much as I would like to accompany you, someone should return to the Drowning Wench to apprise Bedaron of these developments. Besides, to hear your accounts afterwards, what you learned and felt will also bring unique inspiration. I wish you an enjoyable and insightful excursion. Yo. Right, to begin with, how about we head west to Madman Bridge? It'll give Char a chance to see the sights. The path can be steep in places, so take care you don't take a tumble now. Char, I'll be fine, don't worry. Let the adventure begin. Yo. And here it is, Madman Bridge. If you head north, you'll get to the Red Rooster Stead, but our destination takes us south. Vital route for trade is the bridge, but it prowls with bandits and fiends beyond. That's why it was given its name, as a warning to younglings. Char. Look, a river. And there's some sort of strange animal. Yo. We sometimes see children out this way with their folks, but I take it you've never been? Char. Actually, I have. It was a long time ago, though, before my parents died in the calamity. It's alright. I like it at the orphanage. Everyone's really nice, and I have lots of fun. Yo. That'd be Limlin's Shoals, I take it. It's an orphanage run by a former sanguine siren, in case you wasn't aware. A fine place by all accounts. If that's where Char's from, I'll have one of me comrades contact her caretakers. Wouldn't do to let 'em think she's messing. Right then. Next we'll make for Oshon's embrace. Up this here hill. Take it slow so you don't wear yourself down. Yo. Me fellow yellow jackets patrol these parts. Lest ye worry, they know I ain't on some pleasure jaunt. No good angle. Oh, here we go. Char. Whoa! We're so high up. This is amazing. Yo. Heh. I felt the same way when I looked out from here for the first time. This bridge was built where a tidal wave sundered the land during the calamity. It's a symbol of our people's determination to rise above tragedy. Cha. Miss Dorothea, that's the head mistress, said that we Leminsons work hard because we hate to lose and like what we do. What about you, Evray? Do you like being an adventurer? It's alright, I guess. What will you say? I wouldn't want to be anything else. It depends on the work. I'd rather not work at all, to be honest. Wouldn't we all? It depends on the work. I mean, yeah. But I wouldn't want to be anything else, TBH. Sure. That's what I thought. When I grow up, I hope I'll like what I do as well. My parents liked what they did, I think. When the calamity struck, they didn't run away. They were noble souls, Miss Dorothea said. She promised to tell me everything one day, but I don't know how to feel when they're gone, and... I can't find the words. I want to be a good client, though, so I'll think on it. Ayoyo. Seems Char's got something she needs to get off her chest. In wanting to verify the rumor, perhaps she... there's no use speculating. Come, let's press on. Yeah, she wants to see her dead parents' ghost. Ooh. Cha. I see the lighthouse. Where? Oh, yeah, me too. Ayoyo. That there's Oshon's torch. One of the two lighthouses here, what are named for gods. The lighthouse keeper's a bloke named Rostnir. Wait, Rostenzer. You can ask him about ghosts and anything else you like. Cha. Lighthouse keeper. So, about the reason why I wanted to know about the ghosts. My father and mother were lighthouse keepers, you see. But they disappeared during the calamity and were never found. When I heard the rumor, I thought that maybe, just maybe, they were the ones haunting the lighthouse. Yo. So that's why you want to prove the rumor wrong. You couldn't stand people thinking your parents were doing terrible things. Cha. Aye. But a part of me wishes that the rumor was true. Then I'd be able to talk to my parents again. There's so many things I'd like to ask them. Well, whatever the truth is, we'll find out soon. Let's keep going. Mesh. That's a big dog. Woof woof. Huh. Ayoyo. I can understand the desire to see those who are gone, to say words to them you couldn't in life. It's a feeling everyone knows at some point. Cha. Whoa, the sea's frozen in a splash. Amazing. Yeah. Ayoyo. This area was hard hit by the calamity. On top of the tidal wave washing away big swaths of land, a piece of Dalamud came crashing down yonder. They say it caused ether to gush out of the land, crystallize all at once. Cha. At that time, I was with Miss Dorathea. She was my mother's friend, and she took me to a safe place. I was very little then. I didn't fully understand what was happening, but the calamity really was a frightful thing. I can't imagine how it was for father and mother. Sure. Even if there aren't any ghosts, Ayoyo. Rost's been here since the calamity. It's lonely work, and he's always glad to have guests. Rost's, what a weird name. Rost's. Well now, if it ain't guests, what brings you to the torch? Ghosts during the rising. For all my years as a keeper, I've not seen nor heard about such things at any lighthouse I know. It's certainly the sort of place as children might believe haunted, though. Might be as someone mistook me or some laundry for a spectre. Cha. So father and mother weren't ghosts after all. Rost's. But I must say, it's a surprise to see Ratoa's little girl here. Your parents showed me the ropes when I was starting out as a keeper. They had charge of Limlin's ring yonder. Nowadays it's on a little isle, but there used to be a stretch of land connecting it. A dangerous stretch it was, rife with nasty beasts. You needed to hire adventurers, and grizzled ones at that, just to deliver supplies. Cha, if you knew my parents, please tell me about them. They left me in Limsa Laminsa during the calamity and died in the tidal wave. Why did they go out there even though it was so dangerous? What was going through their minds? I want to know. I was stationed elsewhere at the time, so I only read this in a report. But your folks did everything they could to protect Limlin's ring. They built some breakwater, using anything and everything they had on hand. But in the end, there was no stopping such a monstrous wave. Countless souls went missing when it struck, and the Maelstrom mounted search and rescue operations. I joined in the effort, but I'm afraid they were never found. Know, though, that your folks didn't die in vain. by men and their lighthouse to the very end that day. They guided many vessels safely to shore and saved many lives. Cha. I see. They really were noble souls, like Mr. Rathia said. But if I could choose, I wish that they were still here. Rostenza. This is just a thought, but how'd you like to stay the night and hear more about your folks? It'd only be the mundane, everyday things, but what I know, I'd be glad to share with ye. Cha. I'd like that. I'd like that very much. Huh? Cool. Cha. Good morning, Evray. No entry. I got up early to look at the lighthouse, where my father and mother used to be. For the longest time, I felt as though they'd abandoned me. I wanted to see them one more time so I could ask them why they had to go, and to tell them that I miss them. What will you say? I understand how you feel. Are you disappointed there weren't any ghosts? How could I understand how she feels? I haven't gone through anything similar. This is such a weird question, but sure. Are you disappointed there weren't any ghosts? Keep it lighthearted. Chill. Maybe a little. Still, I'm glad I could learn about my parents. It made me realize that I want to become someone who helps others. Like them. And like you. Sunrise. So thank you for bringing me here. What a smile. Everyone's got this weird stretch animation. Yay, teleports. A yo-yo. Well, it ended up being a longer jaunt than expected, but I'm glad we did it. Cha. Thank you so much for coming with me, both of you. A yo-yo. You're very welcome, dearie. You can always come to me if you need anything. Just no more trying to sneak out, you hear? Cha. Well, I better get back to the orphanage. Hopefully Miss Dorathea won't be too mad at me. A yo-yo. You'll be wanting to report to the minstrel, I expect. In which case, a comrade of mine tells me he's at the anchor yard. I'll see to it Char gets home safely. Be sure to catch the special fireworks afterwards, eh? Char, be seeing you, Evray. Bye. Oh man, is it gonna have the fireworks with all the cutscenes and NPC interactions afterwards? Oh yeah, that's the same spot as last year. Guess so. Ooh. Wandering Minstrel. Ah, welcome back, my friend. Was young Char able to find that which she sought? So her true purpose was to see if the ghosts were her parents, who were taken by the calamity. A tale is born when someone acts in the name of another. As there are so many tales out there, it is impossible for us to know every single one. Yet a tale may occasionally find its way to those who need it most, such as that of the lighthouse keepers, whose courage and sacrifice have come to guide their child years after their passing. Thank you, Evray, not only for granting Char's wish, but for providing me with inspiration as well. While we wait for the special fireworks to begin, might you tell me more of your excursion? Whoa, that's a lot of NPCs. Yes, it comes to me. A verse for all who strive onwards, this day and every day. Time for my headache. Yoshida, where are you? Hello there, little puppy. Greetings, warrior of light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps. Or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. For long years, we have walked together with you on this grand adventure. It is a never-ending journey, one that shall continue tomorrow as surely as it does today. The most natural of things. Along the way, I have endeavored to keep my gaze firmly fixed upon the future. Of late, however, I have been keenly reminded that we must occasionally look back upon the path we walked, that we might remember the lessons learned. In the course of our adventures, it seems that I too have grown. To learn from successes and failures both, and forge ahead with humility and sincerity. This is what I had resolved to do at Journey's beginning, and I resolved to do so anew. Nothing would please us more than to continue having you at our side on the road ahead. And I pray that, upon this journey of life that we have the honor to share, the light of the crystal shall ever shine. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. This world shall yet endure. And as we continue to make our way, I pray that we shall have occasion to meet again. Till that day, I wish you the happiest of journeys. Fare you well. Thanks. Wandering Minstrel. Most happenings in our lives have no bearing on the fate of the world. More often than not, they go unobserved and unremarked. But you, my friend, gather up such forgotten tales and see them delivered. In so doing, you bring joy, and, as a token of my gratitude, I dedicate to you this song, a song of journeys fulfilling. In gleaming gold, the sun does rise, the boundless sky it calls. In silver pale, the path of men, a white and endless pole. So far away, the guiding light, that you do now espy, but flames of life their warmth impart, to comfort and inspire. Take heart, my friend, for here we stand, and so we shall remain. Your destination reach you shall, by memory's refrain. I have no doubt that you, Cha, and Oyoyo shall give rise to a great many more tales. Your tales in particular may be more varied than those of others. There may be times when you face great hardships, and the weight is more than you can bear. In such a time, I bid you remember this. No matter how great your burdens, the tales that you have gathered shall ever be your strength, a beacon to light your way in the darkness. Delightful does it. Wind up Galul Jar Jar and watches your progress with great interest. coin of Gulul Jar Jar. Designed in the likeness of Gulul Jar Jar, this mammoth was created to commemorate the 70th anniversary of his ascension as Dawn Servant. It would seem that those Mamulja who journeyed to Eorzea brought these units with them with the intent of impressing upon the locals the glory of their kind. Gulul Jar Jar, mightiest of the blessed, arise. Said by Zirilja. Let's have a look at it. Damn it. Pretty cool minion. Doesn't do anything special or unique by the look of things. Wandering Minstrel. The Rising is an occasion to remember the past while looking towards the future. Many take to the road in solemn reflection. And should you have the time to spare, mayhap you would like to do the same? That's it. Man, not even the NPC talking thing. Cutscenes. Wow. These devs be getting mighty lazy. Very, very lazy, very low effort. Par for the course for Dawn Trail. Oh well. Short and sweet it is. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.